I guess you can tell from the title, I'm having a little trouble with motivation today. And I kind of thought, well, if I'm having trouble with motivation, maybe you're having trouble with motivation. So I just want to have a little talk. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do to get myself motivated today, and then I'd love to hear what works for you. So first, I want to explain why I think I'm not feeling motivated today. Number one is I'm having a lot of pain lately. I was in a car accident, and my pain situation comes and goes. It's not terrible, but it's just there. There's always pain there, and we're in Florida, and for you guys up north who are in snow, I apologize right now because I know you're like, girl, you're in Florida, calm down. But it is very, it's a beautiful day outside. It's in the mid 60s. The sun is shining. It really is a beautiful day. But in my house, it's a little bit cold. And I think since I lost weight, I've recently lost 50 pounds, I'm a little more susceptible to cold, and it makes my pain and everything a little bit worse. So the weather's one thing, pain is another thing that I'm sure all of us deal with in one way or another. And then I'm at a weight loss plateau. I haven't lost any weight in 4 weeks, and it's a little discouraging because I've lost weight slowly since July. I lose about 1.5 pounds a week, but pretty much every week I've lost 1.5 pounds. And now that I hit the 50-pound mark, I have not lost any more weight, even though I thought that's the main word. I thought I was doing everything right still, and I'll tell you in a minute that I wasn't. Anyway, that has me a little discouraged. I have a birthday coming up this spring, and I kind of had a goal to hit a certain weight loss, and this, that's 2 months away. So this stall is not helping my overall goals, and that's kind of irritating, but it's no big deal. I'm very thankful for the 50 pounds, but I want to finish it. I want to lose the rest of what I need to get to a healthy weight. I'm not in a healthy BMI yet, and I know that some people pay attention to the numbers. If I weighed what they said I should weigh, I would probably look anorexic. But anyway, I do have a lot of belly fat, which is the bad kind of fat, and I want to lose that. I just want to finish. I want to finish what I started. I'm just that kind of person. I want to finish what I started, and I know I'll get there. And I'll tell you, I dabble off and on in Weight Watchers. A few years, I've actually lost more than 50 pounds because if you count where I was from my highest weight, I've actually lost about 68 pounds because a couple years ago I did use the Weight Watchers app. I've never been to a Weight Watcher meeting in my life, but I like their app. I've tried other free apps, MyFitnessPal and all that, and I just really like the Weight Watchers app. So now I kind of, I think tracking is important. So I track my weight with Weight Watchers every now and then. Well, a couple of weeks ago, Kenny and I were at Publix, and there was a BOGO for this gelato. It was a buy one, get one free gelato. And I haven't had a lot of sweets since July. And I just had it in my mind that, well, this is gelato, it's not ice cream, so it's got to be lower points and calories and carbs and the whole deal because it's gelato. So every night I've been having a little bit, just a little bit, like this much of chocolate and this much of coconut. And it's like a cold Mounds bar, and it is so good. And I have a little teeny tiny Sunday spoon. It's like the size of a baby spoon, and I take little bitty bites, and I think, oh, I'm being so good. Well, yesterday I was talking to my buddy, my friend. She's a travel friend, and we talk on the phone every couple of days, and we've decided we're both going to be accountability partners. So yesterday I took out my Weight Watchers app, and I'm like, I'm going to track everything that I'm eating today. and I scanned that gelato that I thought I was doing so good with, and for a half a cup, it's 13 points. 13 points for half a cup. Now, I probably haven't been eating a half a cup, even the two together, but I've been having it every night for a couple of weeks. It's like my little treat, and I'm like, it's that much. How much can it hurt? Well, for my daily points, is according to Weight Watchers, I get 23. 23. So 13 points is half of my daily points. So I'm gonna have to quit the gelato, even though I thought it was a good choice. Clearly it's not. It's probably just as high as regular ice cream. And the weird thing is I'm not an ice cream girl. I'm a cake and cookie and cupcake girl. I've never really been that attached to ice cream, but I have loved this. But the other good thing is I have been addicted to fresh cherries for like 2 months. I go through a bag of cherries. I go through a bag every 2 days. But on Weight Watchers, it's 0 points. And I know there's a lot of good benefits in the cherries, and it's got to be better than eating ice cream. So I had Kenny pick me up 2 more bags of cherries yesterday, and I'm probably going to have to ask him to either eat the gelato or get rid of it, because I don't need to have any more of that, or, you know, at least not every day like I have been. So anyway, I tracked really good yesterday, but I didn't exercise. I was feeling like a couch potato all day. I couldn't get motivated yesterday either. And even though I stayed in my points yesterday, and I started drinking this collagen that I have, and I didn't drink all my water, and I did not exercise. And then, surprise, I woke up this morning and I hadn't lost anything. So it's, you know, it's my own fault. I know how to do this. I just have to make myself do this. So today, I have a quilting job I'm supposed to be doing for a client, and I really want to do it. I enjoy what I do, but right now my studio table is covered in camping stuff. So if you're a van lifer or a camper with, like I am, you know what that's like. The stuff takes over your house. So I have to clean off my tables before I can go to work. And like my studio's trash right now because I've just finished a big job at the end of the year, and then I went on a trip and I didn't really have time to clean it up. So that's another thing that's hurting my motivation, is your surroundings. So we've got temperature, pain, disappointment as far as not meeting goals, and then my surroundings. If my surroundings aren't clean and neat, I feel almost paralyzed, and maybe you do too. If you do, let me know how you deal with that, because by the time I clean my whole house to where I don't feel that way, I don't have time for that. I need to get this job done. So I think what I'm going to do today, well, I'm at a park. First of all, I'm going to walk. I'm going to get my steps in, and I'm not even motivated to do that, but I have my earbuds, and I'm a very musical person. I'm musically driven. And so I'm going to play some upbeat music to motivate me to walk. And then I also have to play games with myself. I don't know if you're that way or not, but okay, I'm here at this park. There's a walking trail, and I normally do 4 laps of this trail. Today I'm going to say, okay, Susan, do 2. If you do 2, you can stop. And normally when I do that, I keep going. Like when my kids were little and at home, I used to follow the Fly Lady, she was like a house cleaning organizational thing. And she had a thing like you set a timer for 15 minutes. And so I'd get all the kids in the house, and I'm like, okay, we're going to turn on the timer, and where everybody picks up as much as they can for 15 minutes. And you'd be surprised at how much you can do in 15 minutes. And 9 times out of 10, at the end of the 15 minutes, I would be so motivated by what I got done that I'd be like, okay, well, I'm just going to keep going. That's what I'm hoping happens with the walking. I hope it's like I said, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's a little cool, but if I walk at an upbeat pace, I'll warm up quickly, and hopefully I will do more than 2 laps. But if I don't the 2 laps was my goal, and then I can go home and go, okay, girl, you did what you said you were going to do. I also have a weight machine, a total gym. I have a used total gym at home. And when I do like to get on there, and I do like the squats, which is, because I know I need to be building muscle. I'm postmenopausal. I've lost a lot of weight. I got to be building muscle, and I got to be protecting my bone because I do have pre-osteoporosis. So I will get on there and I'll do some weight training for the big muscle groups. I probably won't do any small muscle group stuff. Although I was looking at YouTube workout videos this morning for resistance training, and I saved some. But if you have anybody that you suggest, please let me know, because I have weights at home, free weights, and I need to be doing that too. So I'm looking for suggestions for workouts that you like for women, probably senior women, because that's what I am. But anyway, so to get motivated today, my plan is I'm going to walk at least 2 laps here at the park, out in the sunshine, listening to music. I am going to go home, take a shower, wash my hair, blow dry my hair, put on clothes, not jammies, because I love my jammies. There's a running joke in our house that my pajamas are my uniform, because I really do work in my pajamas a lot. That's one thing about working at home. You can work in your jammies. So walk. I did drink a protein drink, even though I don't normally eat breakfast. I knew that if I walked, I needed a little bit of energy and nutrition. So I had my Fairlife chocolate protein drink because they're amazing. And I brought water. I'm going to drink a lot of water. I've got music. I've got a goal of 2 laps. Then I'm going to go home, do the total gym for probably 10-15 minutes is all it takes. And then take a shower, wash my hair. And then I'm going to clean off my work surface at home. Not the whole room, because that's too much. I'm going to clean off my table, and then I'm going to start my project. And I'm probably going to have to set a timer and say, you're going to work on this probably an hour to start. And then I'm hoping what happens with that is I will get motivated enough in that hour that I'll keep going longer. But at least if I didn't, I accomplished my goal. I walked, I showered and dressed, I lifted weights. And hopefully this moving will take some of the pain away too. I know it will warm me up. I won't be cold anymore because of the walking. So that's my plan. I will catch up with you later and let you know how this works. And I really, 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 really want some suggestions. You may not have problems with motivation. You may be motivated every day. I'm motivated a lot of days, but a lot of days I'm not too. And it's something I have to make myself do it. So I guess my solution is I'm not waiting to be motivated. I'm going to do what I need to do without the motivation and hope that the motivation will catch up with me. So that's my plan. I love your suggestions, and I will check back with you in a little bit. So this is the 3rd lap, and I'm almost halfway done with it. When I finish this one, it'll be a whole 2 miles. Not whole 2 miles, but you know, it'll be 2 miles. And I think I'm gonna stop there and then head home, do the others. Let me stop walking so I don't bounce you. I'll go home, do the other stuff I was gonna do, and what I may do is come back this afternoon after I work a few hours. So I'll let you know how that works. So that was great. I walked the extra 3rd lap. I've walked 2 miles. And I feel good. I got my heart rate going up, and I remembered something when I was walking, and I realized probably the main reason I'm feeling kind of blah today is because Kenny was on vacation last week. We had 7 days. Yeah, 7 days together. We went to an iRide tiny house meetup in the trailer, which I'm going to post video of that. That was super fun. And then he came home. We have some paint. He had some painting he had to do on the high eaves of the house. I can't do those. I can't do anything above my neck. So he came home and he worked on that for a few days. And so we weren't really together, but he was home, and it makes a difference when he's home because he does work a lot. And I realized, Susan, you always feel this way when he goes back to work. So I'm sure it's normal. Most people, if they're on a vacation or they've been on a high, there's a little bit of a low that comes after it. And I'm sure that's what I'm experiencing this week. But the good thing is we're actually going camping together, he and I, to my favorite campsite in the whole world, and in a while. So I really need to just buckle down, get my work done, adjust my mood, work on my tracking my food, work on my exercise, do all the things I know to do. And another thing that really helps me, and I'm just weird this way, I love lists, and I love crossing stuff off a list. And what I'll do, I make a lot of lists. In fact, if I'm planning a trip and I'm like, I'm so tired and I don't feel like camp or packing, I will get my notepad, sit down, and make the list. And that makes me feel like at least I'm doing something, because if you have a list, you're less likely to forget stuff. But what I do to make myself feel better and motivated, and I guess I'm just like a kindergarten teacher at heart, but I make a list as I'm doing it. If it's not on the list already, but I did something, like let's say I do a load of laundry, but it wasn't on the list, I'll write it on the list just so I can cross it out. And if I cross it out in another color, that's even cooler. So I don't know. That's just how I am. I'm weird. We all have our own things, and I would love to know your things and what motivate you. I'm going to go home, do my total gym for 10 minutes, take a shower, and then hit the studio and get to work. So thank you for listening to me ramble. And I really do want to know your tips and tricks for getting motivated when you're not feeling motivated.